Uncle scattered grass seed on the grave mounds and planted a white azalea at the head, and many prayers were delivered. Inja left that mountaintop comforted to be with her family, though it was hugely diminished without her grandparents. She knew her parents and Miran would have been pleased to have been there that day, and it was probably the only time she truly longed for the presence of her American family. But when Inja turned 16 in September, her life changed forever. She had sent her parents birthday cards she designed and printed herself in graphic arts class, and was expecting a package for her birthday on the 24th, a week after theirs. It came with a dozen Lifesavers rolls packaged like a book and brand new clothes, a fuzzy white sweater, Angora, wrote Mother, sewn with seed pearls in a flower pattern around the neckline, her first pair of high heels, black leather kitten heels with pointy toes, and a blue-gray knife-pleated skirt that never needed ironing. Included in that package were cute cards from her sister and a thick letter. Miran also sent Inja a drawing of herself from art class, and Inja was struck by her sister's pensive look, her features so unlike her own. She thought Miran's long, untied-up hair was a disaster. Inja missed sharing all her presents with grandmother, so she went to Yuna's house. She showed off her new clothes and Miran's drawing. Yuna said that's how the girls were wearing their hair now, long, loose, and straight. She'd read in Ingenue how to roll your hair in curlers made of orange juice cans to straighten it. "I don't know," said Inja, examining the photos of girls with long blonde tresses. "It looks okay if your hair is that color, but otherwise it looks like a funeral." "Don't say that." "I'm teasing." Inja undid her ponytail, spread her hair over her face and shoulders, clawed her hands, and howled like a wolf. Yuna screamed, and they fell apart laughing. But Inja sobered, for she had come over to talk to Yuna about the fat letter, which she hadn't yet shown to Uncle. She tugged it out from her skirt pocket and displayed a sheaf of tri-folded documents. "I wanted to show this to you." "They look official. Do you know what they say?" "I don't know exactly, but my mother writes here that since I'm 16, I need to sign in all the places marked with an X, have a non-family member witness it, and send them back to her. It's something about immigration." Yuna took the papers and studied them one by one. "There are lots of places to sign. What does it mean?" "I don't know. She wrote to Ajashi about it, so I have to find out what he knows. My mother says all this is thanks to an American woman, someone they met on the ship when they went to America. She works for the government, for a minister in Parliament or something." "But why is that lady meddling in your family's affairs?" Yuna handed her back the sheaf. Inja appreciated Yuna's loyalty, but for all the years they'd been friends, Yuna also knew about an imminent reunion, except it had never happened, and here she was, on the verge of her adult life with friends of her own, successes she was proud of, college to plan for, family she loved. It couldn't be happening now. She's helping my parents bring me to America. I think that's what these papers are for." She folded them back into the envelope. "Don't sign them." Yuna made to grab them. "I don't think I have a choice." "You do. You could pretend they were lost in the mail. You could say they blew away when you opened the envelope, that it was a sign. You're not supposed to go where you don't know anybody, and you don't have any friends. You can't go to America. You can barely speak English. What about you?" Tears were in her eyes, and Inja tried to ignore them. She had cried buckets for grandmother, and it had helped. But for this, there was no point in crying. Nothing would help. "Don't make me cry. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's paperwork for them to come and visit here. If they came, they'd see my whole life is here already. They'd have to see." Yuna turned to wipe her eyes and said, too brightly, "You're right. What was the American saying your mother wrote about roosters crossing the road?" Inja smiled. "Chickens. You mean, don't catch your chickens before they cross the road. She says it means not to expect things that haven't happened yet, though I don't know how to make sense of it." "Doesn't matter," said Yuna, and she folded Inja's fingertips over the envelope. Let's wait and see what those papers say before I get any more upset.